This is Campus Life, episode 23.
The Nerd Academy podcast is released weekly at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, available on our website at www.thenerdacademypodcast.com and wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find the Nerd Academy podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. You can also help support the show by going to patreon.com/The Nerd Academy podcast, where every donation allows us to bring you more exciting content every week.
I'm so glad that's the first thing that you've been captured saying on camera, Mike. This is the Campus Life podcast, the show where your favorite nerds sit down and riff it.
And shit a little bit? What? Riff?
Son of a bitch. I'm so glad Travis and Lexi bowed out of this episode at the last minute.
This is Campus Life, where your favorite nerds sit down and riff a little. I am the host that can talk. You haven't seen my face before. I'm Levi. I'm Professor Levi.
Yes, we got Levi on the show.
Hello.
We got...
I'm Darth Id. Now, am I a narcissist if I stare at myself the whole time?
No,
there's a screen behind the computer that we're recording.
No, it's probably wise that you do, so you can make sure, like, you see how you're looking. That's what it's there for. You're not a narcissist.
That's where okay.
Yeah. It's just it's so that we can make sure that everything looks good, and so, like, you know, if you catch, like, oh hey, like, my hair is a little judged in the wrong direction, you can fix it.
Yeah, you know, you're.
So, I mean, I'm not saying your hair was. You look magnificent.
I can't wait to put it down all the way and then
like emo Peter Parker,
or like emo Pee Wee Herman. Peter, yeah, basically the same thing, I guess. They're really the same person.
The cross section, like it's a gradient from Peter Parker to Pee Wee Herman. Oh my god! You'll get this rent when you fix this damn door.
You pay rent.
Oh my god! Now I just want Mr. Dickovich to be in Pee Wee Herman. Yeah,
I don't even know.
Yeah, Mr. Dickovich. That should be an Inner Geekdom question. I don't know why that hasn't come up yet in the IG. Speaking of the Schmodown, I'm trying to do like a little bit of up top and at the end of the show. Be sure to check out the other shows in the network because now there is an ass load. We got, obviously, this is Campus Life. This is going to be taking turns with Nerd Academy Movie Club. When one is early access to Patreon, the other one is in the main feed. So, patrons, when you're hearing this on Thursday the 21st, right? That's tomorrow's date?
Yeah.
Cool. So, Thursday the 21st, patrons, when you're hearing this in your Patreon feed, Movie Club will be in the main feed and vice versa for those of you who are hearing this a week later. But we got the number one contender podcast. We had our first episode out, which might be one of my stories for the week. I don't know if you guys saw it, but we had a very, very entertaining and humbling first listener to the show, which I'll talk about a little bit later.
I'm excited for this. I've not heard of this, I don't think.
Yeah, no, that's our new Schmodown podcast.
Oh!
Yeah, we're doing like an after show. It's basically Schmodown Sports Center.
Cool.
Very excited for that. Obviously, Nerd Academy is still coming out every Tuesday. Knights of the Nerd Republic on Sundays. And like I said, number one contender on Saturdays. And on the Patreon, still you got the Versus series for KNR. You got Heroic History 101, which I promised Travis and I haven't forgotten about. There's a lot of other shows to do. And we got to read whole ass comic books to do that one. And then we got the audio commentaries for Movie Club to tie into that. So be sure to stay tuned to the main podcast feed and to the Patreon feed if you would so like to check that out. With that said...
You never introduced yourself.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? Get out!
I thought I lived here.
You live in the house next door.
The house next door. Fun fact, technically, the space of which we built the studio in is its own property.
Really?
Really?
Oh.
This used to be a beer distributor.
Oh.
That's why, little peek behind the curtain for you guys at home. That's why there's that giant ass pipe hole
that we kept tripping
that
over.
everybody
and-
trips over. That is going to lead to a hilarious
Yeah.
visual bit when somebody makes the decision to get up from their seat while they're recording
Oh my god.
and absolutely eats shit. But yeah, all that said, Levi, how was your week, buddy?
My week, so I work at a wing joint now. Okay, you two are familiar with it. It's Big Shot Bob's House of
BSs.
Wings, BSBs. Yeah, the one in Greensburg. I burned myself.
Oh. Ooh.
Pretty good.
Oh, I didn't
So-
see you got 2 burn
Yeah.
places. Oh,
damn.
Show the
Yeah,
camera.
so I don't know if the camera can see this.
You probably won't be able to see it from here.
Yeah, no, it doesn't show up. Doesn't matter.
That sucks.
Second degree burns, which makes the second and third second degree burn that I've received on this arm in my lifetime.
Damn.
Yeah, I was in a rush and needed to wash my hands because, I was touching like raw chicken juice. But like at the same time, I had a sandwich in the oven
Right.
that I needed to get out. So I went to open
no.
the oven, and I did, and then I remembered I can't touch this person's food because I have salmonella on my hands. So
Unless you don't like them.
I was rushing to to the sink, which is right next to the oven,
Yeah.
and without looking, I went to shut the door. I missed the handle and went just straight full force right onto that 350 degree metal, and
Holy shit. I would have quit. I would have quit
hurt.
that day. Oh my God, whenever I was still working at the movie theater for a hot minute, I am going to try to fix my position here once I'm done talking. The amount of times I almost got myself fired for accidentally touching the hot part of the popcorn popper.
yeah.
And like we had customers and I almost started swearing like a sailor. So I can't imagine just palming an oven just out of nowhere. Just like wet hand, just lay it right on there. Oh, goddamn.
It hurt, but not as much as the time that I got stung by a wasp at Hannistown. That is still the worst pain I've had on a hand.
Ever.
Yeah. Oh, and it was swollen up. You couldn't see the tendons.
Really, like the whole
for
hand.
days.
Not even just
Yeah.
like one part. Oh my god.
Little bastard got me. I forget which hand it was, but like he got me right in the center,
Right.
on the back of my palm, swelled up the whole thing. I thought it was a carpenter bee because that's all we have there.
Yeah.
Well, it isn't all we have, but it's all we have at that one house. And they're stupid, right? Swat them away. If you are not wood, they don't care.
Right.
So I thought I was swatting at a carpenter bee. I was swatting at a mud wasp. And, yeah. And I kept myself from swearing in front of the little kids who were on a field
Good.
trip. But
Good
once
job.
I got in the house, I was like,
Again,
things I don't want to say right now.
He was like, I said some stuff that would make George Carlin blush. Like,
Yeah. So I found out I'm allergic to them on that day. Not deathly so, though. The rest of my week was quite boring. I caught bits and pieces of the playoff games this past weekend.
that's probably all you needed.
Pat Mahomes has a concussion. I don't know if you saw the hit. It was pretty. Patrick Mahomes, he is the quarterback for the Chiefs. They are the strongest contenders in the AFC. They have that fan base with that stupid, annoying cheer that they do every time.
Red Kingdom or Nation, whatever the hell
Yeah,
it is.
it's something. They're annoying. Like, I would like...
Is this football or is this
It's football. It's football.
I love you
I would
so
love...
much.
I can't remember.
I would love to see the Chiefs in every Super Bowl if it wasn't for that damn cheer.
That's a big turnoff for you. Okay.
Yeah.
The only reason I am even aware of the Red Kingdom shit
I don't know if it is. We'll look it up right now.
is because it got co-opted by Trump TikTok.
Oh, really?
And then like all the Trumpers
don't
on
like
TikTok
that.
would be like, they'd be like walk out wearing all of their Trump paraphernalia with like a giant Trump flag and cutout behind them, just Red Kingdom every time. So I was like, what ass clown wrote this song?
Red's associated with communism, but then again, red.
It's also Republican.
It doesn't
Party,
make
but
like why. It doesn't make any sense. Why is the left wing party blue but the right wing party red? It should be the opposite. I don't get it.
I think the colors are arbitrary.
Well, whoever started it was an idiot.
Yes, all of
Trump's not even like a Republican anyway. So why are they using red?
Is it true he's gonna start something called like the Patriot Party or something? Did you hear
might.
about
There's
that?
rumors about that.
He has a call to.
Well, yeah, to do it. So I say bring it on. Put them all in one
Yeah, he has a
place.
fan
Now we'll
base.
be able to keep an eye on them.
I think
Roosevelt did it. Teddy.
Oh, you mean the bull? Yeah, and then got won Wilson the election. But now that I think about it, it was better that Wilson won because I think if we won in 1916, I bet the deaths would have just totally freaked people out. I think too many Americans would have died for comfort. But then again, you wouldn't have Adolf Hitler rise because the German Empire wouldn't have been defeated. So don't vote Bull Moose.
I think I will say this much. I think it would be really convenient for just everybody in the United States if Trump tried to form an extra conservative party. Because, like, then you could have people.
There'd be good memes.
I mean, great memes. Great memes.
Yeah.
Like, Trump, bad for the world, amazing for meme culture.
He is meme daddy. I'm sorry, I have to say. He's
I
the
would not
meme-
call him meme daddy. There aren't that many
Pepe
good Trump.
crossover stuff is hysterical.
There aren't that many good Trump memes. There aren't that many good Trump memes. I can't think of like a single meme that is centered around Trump that is that strong or that powerful.
You mean like okay? I mean, I was talking more about like crossover with Pepe. That makes me laugh.
Listen,
every time.
the leftist reclamation of Pepe is one of the best things that happened in 2020. Like, communist Pepe makes my heart happy. But
There is one where like they have him doing that stupid dance he does
yeah,
to the
where he's
music.
like-
Oh my god.
yeah.
Is that a deep fake or is that real?
he does that every time.
Oh my god.
At
that's
every
amazing.
rally, whenever he decided his walkout music was YMC fucking A, which baffles my mind.
After Fortunate Son.
After he played Fortunate Son and Eye of the Tiger, he would always close with YMCA. Why the song about readily available gay sex was what the ultra conservative with a far right base president would choose. Don't ask me, but every time it was boo doo 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 doo, and then he was like ba da 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 da, and then he cut to Trump, just young man, and he's just like doing this weird like fist dance where this is all he does. He goes up
Which
and down.
works.
He goes up and down, and then he goes It's fun. He didn't even do the dance. Like, he didn't even do the letters. He just does this the entire song.
He's trying to rip off Chris
kinda
Farley
funny.
or something. He is.
That's really funny.
It's hilarious.
But I think meme daddy would be like Filthy Frank.
I
Honestly.
was just thinking about Filthy Frank at work a few days ago, and I like
Get up on the mic a little bit more.
Filthy Frank's. He's one of my gods, I'd say. You know,
Mike's pantheon.
he kept me he kept me really, really happy in college. Like, I really only discovered Filthy Frank, like, I mean, toward the very end of high school, but like into college, but I still love him. Like, if I ever met Joji, I'd just shake his hand and I'd say, God bless you, George Miller. Thank you for
I
what
can
you've done.
honestly say that I am a casual Filthy Frank fan.
Okay.
Like, I'm not incredibly invested in the Filthy Frank deep lore.
Yeah.
Which I know there is, which I love that there's
Yeah.
like a whole, like, isn't he like descended from Hitler or some bullshit like that?
Well,
Isn't that a part of
he
it?
travels
Probably.
across various universes on different planes, and he has to use chromosomes to get around.
He's like it.
And
He's like a
Kinda,
chaotic.
yeah.
He's like 4chan it.
he did an
And
Adam Sandler video, which was hysterical.
I
Adam Sandler gonna make $1 million. Gonna make bad movies for people to watch.
I think it's
Oh.
amazing that he was able to like collaborate with other famous YouTubers.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, how
Just
to be a
it.
gentleman. Like,
The one I think it's with iDubbbz, right? Where he,
Yeah.
it's the Mario Brothers
Yeah,
one.
I have a question. I forgot.
To this day, I refuse to call Donkey Kong and Princess Peach. Like, if I can
yeah.
get away with it, it's Princess Peach and Danky Kang.
Danky Kang.
Danky Kang, yes.
Like, it was one of those things with Filthy Frank that he trailblazed a very specific genre of meme that too many
Yes.
people tried to replicate, but didn't understand the joke and almost ruined it. So, like, there's only one good version of Filthy Frank, and it's whatever Filthy Frank did. And then you have people who try to be Filthy Frank to little to no avail.
Because he like captured high school shenanigans and he put it on screen. I think that's like he took like the high school id and idiocy and he brought it to YouTube. I think that's what he did. And like, because in marching band, that's the kind of crap we did all the time. Like, Greater Latrobe Marching Band was the place to be for like insanity.
You people scared me.
The
Gonna
right.
be honest.
That's why.
The music kids in Greater Latrobe is just an army of crackheads. Like, all of us,
Going to get down.
like, literally, the marching band kids and the theater kids were just these two, I don't want to say warring factions, because, like, there was a lot of crossover.
There was a lot of crossover.
But like,
yeah.
there was like a small tension there that like nobody talked about that I don't think we have ever addressed like as people. But just the most psychotic people, like even the people who were calm, like Spencer and Joel are a part of that, and they're relatively just normal, calm people. But then you put all of us in a room together for too long.
That's partly why I joined this, because I wanted to keep that going.
You're
until
doing
I'm
a
dead. Phenomenal.
I wanted to say fantastic and phenomenal. You're doing a phenomenal job of keeping that crackhead energy
Thank
alive.
God. That's why life is.
I
to
will
be
never
lived.
forget when I delivered a Big McCoy pizza to the marching band. No, to the theater kids. And I asked for a small slice because I know them, because I go to school there. I went to school there, and they're like, no, you don't belong here.
What show was that? What year? Tell me what year. I could have.
It's probably senior year,
Your
because
senior.
I was working at the
Okay,
real
then I
McCoy.
wasn't there then.
Somebody in fucking Titanic told you couldn't have pizza.
Was it a girl or was it a boy?
The pizza from the pizza shop that I worked at that I brought to them.
Who was it though?
Yeah, I forget. I don't care.
Any
I don't care to
gender, like,
remember.
okay.
No, I don't know.
Damn, like that.
Lunatics.
We would have hooked you up, man.
Like-
we would have been like, take half the pie, friend. But no.
yeah, you bring that shit to Manfort. We're just like, here, just take the whole pizza back.
I remember they were skinny because I was gonna respond with like, "You really telling me your anorexic ass is gonna be eating this whole pizza?"
Jesus.
But I just let it go because I was on the clock.
That's messed up. That's
Assholes.
terrible.
I was told you don't belong here by a toxic ass
Like that's
theater
verbatim what
kid.
you were told.
The theater kid.
Verbatim.
No,
They
I'm
said
not
you
gonna
do
lie.
not
I
belong
can
here.
see that more coming from theater people because, like, marching band people are literally saints mostly.
Yes.
The high school
But
stereotypes
theater
they
people
show
can
in movies
be like
don't
freaks.
exist.
What?
The high school stereotypes in movies from like early 2K, no, those don't exist.
Literally, the band people are
It's the
coolest.
opposite, if anything.
We're band people. We're the most badass. Like the jocks, they're just there's nothing there.
They were nice though.
A
for the
lot
most
of them were
part.
just head empty, no thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes them nice
Now
to talk
I had
to.
a friend who a lot of them I think could make fun of behind his back, so I kind of developed a sort of hatred for that. But
I will say the theater kids, like, I make the joke because I learned, I was so happy. Like, the advent of TikTok. I'll fix that in a minute. The advent of TikTok has shown me that, like, all theater kids were the same and that you had these, like, pockets of megalomaniacs in every high school theater department, where it was the most insane, like, sweetie, we're not in fucking Glee. Like, please stop. And if
Wait,
we
I've never
were,
seen-
you'd be the antagonist.
Is Glee what's the shtick joke? I've never seen Glee.
It was just like a bunch of
Dorks,
Horny-
like,
Glee
oh,
was a
horny, mean theater kids,
oh,
basically.
mean. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Glee.
Okay.
Glee. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen.
It's a stupid. Well, I think
Is it a
it's
show or is it a musical?
It was a show.
It's a musical drama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in musical form. It's about musical
Musicals. Okay.
in high school. Yeah, and it was stupid.
That might be one of the hardest.
Pushed gay rights though.
Yes.
Didn't
Absolutely. I really think the Glee one, like, that was a lot of people going, oh, gay people are people.
did they?
Because Kurt, who was just
Yeah.
hilariously a
I
caricature.
still remember the episode, and his dad's like, "I've known you were gay since you were 4."
One of my favorite bits from Glee that I go out of my way to say to this day is whenever Kurt went to get the "It Gets Better" tattoo, and then the tattoo artist messed up the tattoo.
What's the tattoo? It gets what?
It gets better.
Okay.
Was what it was supposed to say, but there was a really bad typo, and I can't remember what the typo was. But then he went back to get it fixed, and it got fixed and turned into "It Gets Bette Midler," and he was like, "I kind of like this more." Which I go out of my way to say "It Gets Bette Midler," but
That's the glory of love.
Oh, so
yeah, that was a really hard left, Levi. So the rest of your week.
yeah, the rest of my week, literally nothing. League of Legends Season 11 has begun, so I'm slowly doing my promos for ranked. Played some today, actually, and it has continued the long-held tradition of not having any good echoes or any champions who are black on my team. And I don't know why. Echo and Lucian and Senna, because I think Karma's like Asian. They all suck. Whoever plays it on my team, they suck.
Terrible. Horrible. You need to get better.
And it's like
However-
specifically always those characters who are trash.
There are a couple others who follow this pattern, but for the most part, because Echo and Lucian are more played than the others, yeah. So I see them all the time, and I just roll my eyes. I don't know. I don't know why. Because
Wait, again, sorry. Are these other players or
These
are
are
they characters?
Echo and Lucian are 2 playable characters.
Okay, but they're just terrible. Okay.
And the players who play these champions, whenever they're on my team, ass. Literally the worst on the team.
Just they
I can
don't
never
mix,
get
they
a
don't-
good Echo or a good Lucian on my team. But when they're on the enemy team,
Then
my
they
god,
kick in-
Lucian is like Blade the Vampire Hunter,
Lucy
which
the
I think he
Vampire
might
Slayer.
be based off of.
The description you gave before, that's not actually on screen, but I'm going to fix that.
Okay.
The description you gave before it, Lucian is 100% a Blade knockoff.
Yeah. But when he's on my team, he's like small PP energy, Lil Bill, freaking
Pee-pee.
only experience with a gun is like this like a Super Soaker 2000, but his parents never actually let him aim it at anyone else. That is my Lucian.
So what? He had to shoot himself with, or his parents, or
He had to imagine enemies or something. So I won one, I lost one today, which is fine. That's how it be, you know.
cancels itself out.
It's only promos, so once I'm finished with promos, I'm actually gonna play with people on my level, which is not a high level. I'm not good at the game, but I'm better than them, at the very least.
I
And what got me the most is that the Echo thought he was good at the game, so he was trying to give us commands. He ended up dying a lot. His KDA ratio, however, was 6-9 at one point, so
nice.
I made it. I said it was still winnable, but if he got another kill or another death, then we lose. And then he got another death, so when we ended up losing. So hey,
prophetic. I've been having like a similar experience I'm getting back into Battlefront 2 a little bit. And this week, it was made free to keep on the Epic Games Store. And there has been this ungodly influx of noobs.
And they're always on your team.
And I got so excited because I'm like, they're doing triple XP this week because I know the amount of new people. And I'm like, my goal is to get Anakin, Vader, Kylo Ren, Luke, and Darth Maul like just abysmally leveled up. Because I already have them up like in the Battlefront version of Prestige, basically. And I just want to go overboard with them. Because those are like the only heroes I like use a lot. And every time, like I look at like the players who are spawning in to an 8 heroes versus villains match, I'm like, cool. I'm like, this is just, I'm just gonna take everybody's lunch. And then I check it right before the match starts, and they had to like change out the lobby. So it's people who are ranked higher than I am, and then me, and then just like level 12, level 12, level 5. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me.
Come on. Yeah.
And then halfway through, this has happened 4 times in the last 3 days when I'm just bullshitting playing Battlefront for a little bit, where my entire team will quit the match in Heroes versus Villains. And then it is a 4-on-1 fight.
Yeah.
And it's you just playing as Anakin by yourself.
It literally, it's always happened while I was playing Anakin. It's always happened while I was light side playing Anakin, and then I'm just getting molly-whopped.
Is that like is there like a ranked system in Battlefront or something?
I don't know.
Because that kind of sounds like what happens in a lot of League of Legends games.
It's just the whole... I did have a couple matches where it was like... It was a nice mix of experienced players and people who are clearly newer to the game. And I had a lot of fun with that.
Good. Yeah, that's good fun. Balanced.
There's so many... My favorite, and I've said this before, is that I'm the type of Battlefront 2 player that people hate. If we're playing heroes versus villains and you are near any type of pitfall and I'm playing as a character who can use telekinesis, I'm shit whipping you to death. And
Do you get points for doing that?
Sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't.
Because in the old Battlefront 2, I remember you do not get kill points or star points.
No, you don't
pushing them to death.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes it marks it as an assist.
Huh.
It's super weird. And I don't know exactly what prevents it from being so. If there's some type of like, if the person's able to break their fall for like a second, it doesn't register as you killing them. I don't know what it is. But there
It's a glitch, probably.
Probably something like that.
They're just not going to fix.
Yep. You're just, son of a bitch, again?
What?
Connection lost.
We lost the...
Was that an album?
No, that was our campus life.
That's the
it
Chromecast.
tells the
We
people
lost
what
the
they're
logo.
watching.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a sea.
You are now
And
watching.
icebergs.
Oh, it switches, so I don't know what you're watching.
But there's a lot of players who are yet to realize if you're near a ledge and you see one of the people who can throw you, keep your guard up. Because I threw an entire team to their death on Cloud City.
So you're smurfing.
That sounds like something I'd do when
Oh
I
my God,
I was campaign on Force Unleashed.
I was
Just
playing...
throw the thugs out the window.
Yeah, just goodbye.
You're kind of a piece of garbage. Sitting
fun,
over
though.
there.
They were all literally lined up in front of the ledge, and I was playing as Maul. And I was like, oh, just this is...
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Yes, I was, thank you. This is a gift. And it just like did the thing because he like lifts them up and he like force chokes them and then yeet. And I just lifted them all up and I was like, and I'm trying to do the like mental bullshit game. Yeah, basically. And I'm trying to do the mental game math where I'm like, okay, I don't know if all of them will actually get completely thrown off the catwalk. Some of them might land on the bridge and I'm going to have to like bum rush them before they return the favor.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping and praying. And this time I actually got kills for it, and it was hilarious.
Okay.
So they go up, you hear the noise, woof, and then they're all falling, and then you just hear like the kill noise.
Nice.
Just all in a row.
So you're over here smurfing.
Yeah. I did
How
that.
dare you?
I did it on Cloud City. And then there's a First Order capital ship map for Heroes versus Villains as well, where we're in like the reactor of it. And same thing, only I was on light side this time, and I had a bunch of villains running at me. And the only time I will say that it is a little unfair to do it is when you do it to non-force sensitive characters who can't block. Because they have no way to avoid getting caught in a force attack. That doesn't stop me. That doesn't stop me. I'm just saying, like, they're the ones I show pity on.
Yeah.
But it was like Palpatine, who doesn't have a block because he doesn't have his lightsaber, BB-9E, and I think it was Vader. And Vader was the only one that I was like, yeah, you could have stopped this. But again, just threw them all off the thing. And I subsequently got a very angry Xbox message, which I can't blame them for.
It's funny.
I
I can't believe people still send angry Xbox messages.
People have said
That's
horrible
dumb.
things to me about Soul Calibur. It's never good. I know I told the story
Imagine
about
getting that mad about a game. I mean, I get mad when I'm playing the games, but I don't go out of my way to like
do something.
harass people with angry messages.
Because you're supposed to take that energy and put it into the game. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, and once
Don't
you
get
like
mad, get even.
right,
Just
and once
do
you
it when you're in the game.
exactly, and once you get one up on them, that's when you say the exact same thing, and it feels so satisfying. Yeah.
It's always a good time. Mike, how was your week, bud?
Well, I wasn't on for a while because let's just say when your mom, the day after the New Year's, she wants the Christmas presents put back downstairs. You better do that.
Okay.
Better do that. Don't want to start any arguments. Well, yeah, I've been off for a while, but now I'm back. But
I mean, you picked a good time to go on break
Yeah.
because you literally missed nothing.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
Thank God. Well, I mean, I just have commentary. This Capitol stuff. What? And today, the inauguration. What? So Trump not being there. What? It's just been crazy, and I've been following it.
When did that happen?
What stuff? The Capitol stuff.
January 6th.
No,
Yeah.
no. The inauguration.
That was today.
When?
Oh,
I
12.
think-
I was asleep.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he was officially sworn in at like 11:30, quarter to 12.
President Biden.
Joseph Robinette.
Second
What a thing to
Catholic
be saying.
Right?
What a thing to be saying.
It's a hop, skip, and jump better than President Trump.
Well, that was hilarious
Sounds
to
like a
say.
Mario character.
That was amazingly just funny that you're able to say that.
What President
But
Trump
President Biden, I just never thought I would.
ever say that? No.
Yeah, it's not funny either. It's just, and we're here.
Yeah.
We survived.
Because I was always arguing with you about like you're more like I'd say conspiratorial than I am because you and Travis are always like there's gonna be some crazy shit going down, man. Like it's gonna be fucking wild. It's gonna be insane. And like I'm always like it's not. It's going to be fine. We're going to get through this. And then the 6th happens, and I'm like, fuck, Jern was right.
I guess he isn't just a paranoid lunatic.
Yeah. But I've started reading this book. It's by Harry Turtledove. So get this. Imagine if a guy named
I love that you just said, get this.
if a guy named Iosif Zhugashvili, if his parents emigrate to the U.S. from Georgia or from the Russian Empire right before he's born, and then he runs for president and wins. Now, little hint, Iosif Zhugashvili, he later changed his name to Joseph Stalin. So Joseph Stalin became president of the United States in the 30s instead of FDR. So like everybody's totalitarian. Everybody. Trotsky's running the Soviet Union, Hitler in Germany. His name is Joe Steele in the U.S. And it was funny because a few days ago, it was yesterday, I read about how he just ordered J. Edgar Hoover to break into the Capitol and arrest a bunch of Supreme Court justices who wouldn't pass his legislation. He's like, they were defying the will of the people. The people need legislation to get out of the Depression. Like,
Well,
why are you mad at me? And it was funny that it was the Capitol.
That sounds eerily familiar.
It's too jammed with 30s lingo. Like, it's really, really... Turtledove forces a lot, and all of his characters are like... All of his male characters in the books are roughly the same, but it's still... They're fun books. I really love Harry Turtledove. But, what else? Oh, yeah, well, I went out of my way a few weeks ago to ask... I gave a girl my number at Subway... And then she texted me.
Wait.
Yeah.
I didn't know that part. Does she work at Subway?
She works at Subway.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. She works at the one right in front of St. Vincent.
Oh, my God. I go to
The one that Boniface Wimmer points to.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he points to Dairy Queen. But...
Well, but same.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Okay, we need to talk more, because I go to that Subway for lunch before work a lot. And now I want to know.
I probably met her.
I need to know so badly now, but continue. We're not going to use names here.
No.
But after the fact, so
then you can play a joke on her or something for me
will
somehow. Do something, please.
I don't know how much detail you're going to go into with this story, and if you're going to bring up that favorite book.
I'll just bring up the book, and we're not going to say names because we don't support that type of crap.
No, yeah, we're not going to be doxing somebody here today. No. Obviously, but I think I was either on the phone with Alexis or about to be right before you sent that message, and that dominated 30 minutes of that phone call. Was how are there two of them?
Because I gave her my number, and then she texted me back a week later. So I'm like, oh, cool, yay. And then the conversation came to books, and I was like, what's your favorite book? And she responds, well, not to sound nerdy, but...
Which, just stopping you right there. What's your favorite book? Not to sound nerdy, you're expecting Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Dune, fuck, anything.
But she says, National Lampoon's Family, Mein Kampf. She said Mein Kampf. So, and I'm like, ooh, yeah. So I texted, why? I was stunned. I don't even, when you study abroad, you encounter so much weird shit that you get mad, but you're like, well, Europe's people are strange and things are strange, but I'm just like, why?
There might be a reason here.
Yeah.
There might be a reason that isn't Nazi.
Yeah. And she didn't text me back, so I said, okay, that's it, and I deleted the number. But then later, it was really nice, because I had a third eye telepathic bond, I think, with a, what do you call it? What's her name? With another subway worker, and I think she knew of my situation, because after I had ordered something, she was like, would you like some extra cookies today? And I'm like, oh, no, thanks. And she's like, I'm going to give you extra cookies. I'm like, oh, thank you. And it was nice.
You just have this weird, there's it's like how people in Doctor Who, if they're in the TARDIS for too long and they're around the Doctor for too long, there's a weird psychic link they develop.
Oh, really? Okay.
Kind of a little a subtle one.
Yeah.
It's not like a force bond, but it's something similar to that. That's what you have with just everybody in Subway now.
Yeah. And it's I didn't ask for this bond, but there it is. But I don't know. It's what I sort of can just read people, I think. I sort of understand things, but maybe I really don't. Maybe I'm totally wrong on basically everything, but it was strange.
I'd bust your balls about not picking up on Mein Kampf before it happened, but I don't think anybody could have seen that curveball coming.
Exactly. So
I've read some of it. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's not even a good book.
I know. Well, that's the thing is that
to
you
call
guys
it
are.
your favorite. She must have been trolling, or
I'm
you
thinking
dodged a
she was
bullet.
trolling, but she didn't like respond
Yeah.
the day. So I don't know if that was just like
She said a crazy answer to try to scare you away.
right. That's so I don't know if that was just her weird way of saying not interested or.
It's just so funny to be like, yeah, so because like we were getting like in real time updates in the chat about how Subway Girl's going.
And it was exciting.
And we were all so excited and hyped up, and we're like, Mike, get it. Go.
Yeah.
Like we're all cheering you on. And then it's like mind fucking comp. And we're like, whoa!
Mike, get out of there.
Get out! Pull
Get the
out.
hell out of there!
Failed. Mission
get it
failed. We'll get him next time.
But yeah, it's. I thank you for your support. And what else did I? Oh yeah, I also watched Ed Wood and Plan 9 from Outer Space by Ed Wood with my buddy Mike Mondock a few weeks ago, and that
how
is
is Mike?
hysterical. What?
How is Mike?
He's doing great.
Good. He graduated with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally, like we have a deep psychic bond. We met in 4th grade over Star Wars, and literally the day they say like when we're both 80 and they're like, Mike, sorry pal, you've got cancer, I'm gonna be like, all right, when am I starting chemo? You know, like when am I getting chemo for cancer I don't have? You know, like I will get chemo with him. You know, I'd be like, all right, let's go.
Do you have any idea how confusing it was because you said Mike and we couldn't tell which one you were referring to?
Which other Mike?
Mike Mundock and Michael Doling.
Oh,
You said, Mike,
right.
you have
Sorry.
cancer, and now it's time for me to start chemo for cancer I
right.
don't have. And I'm like, wait.
Like
somebody-
the rebound psychic dimensional screaming from the sounds. But yeah.
I like him. I like Mike a lot because he is one of few people who, when he sees me in the Last Jedi defending trenches on the interwebs, every time he sees me, he's like, get him. Yes, like he gets it. And he has my back defending that movie, and I love him for it.
We were watching Ed Wood together, and this. Have you ever heard of Ed Wood?
I don't think so. I may have, and I'm drawing a blank, but I don't think so.
He's like the Lord God omnipotent of bad movies. He made the worst movie of all time called Plan 9 from Outer Space. Like you can see boom mics and shots. Like
nice.
the cemetery is clearly plastic. Everything's fake. The acting is horrible, but it's like one of those hilariosity movies. You know, like The Room. It's just so bad. It's funny. But we were watching that, and we were watching the movie called Ed Wood, which is about his exploits and how he befriended the Dracula actor Bela Lugosi, and like
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why I knew that name.
yep, who my grandfather claimed I'm related to Bela Lugosi. I'll say so. Like, come here. Like, it's all there. But
I think there's something just about you as a person that was teased there, that when you put your hand up to the camera, you completely like perspective wise envelop the Infinity Gauntlet.
you should have gone for the head. Oh, no. But I mean, Ed Wood vaguely he befriended Bella, but he also Ed used Bella to get more stardom for his movies, but Bella used Ed to like get famous again. But they were also like friends. So maybe you could say instead of using each other, they helped each other
There's
out.
a mutual benefit.
Yeah, like a contract thing that became friendship, or a friendship thing that but great movie. And I talked to a Navy recruiter tonight because I'm bored. I'm like, yeah.
Listen, we got Joel
Yeah.
going into the Air Force. I don't need you going into
Joel's
the Navy
going
now.
into the Air Force?
Yeah, he's trying to be an Air Force medic.
Really? I didn't know that. Wow.
That was a
When's he
very
gonna
recent
go?
development. I think there's still like pending things before that is officially in paper, but that's the plan apparently.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, very cool. I'm nervous. We're about to lose our tech guy.
Yeah.
I'm sweating bullets. Not even about his safety. I just don't want to do this by myself. I don't give a shit. I just don't want to. I
didn't know he was going into the Air Force.
Yeah,
man. Now
I
I'm
didn't.
sad.
I didn't until right before Christmas.
Oh my god!
So yeah, was because I was with him, and his wallpaper was the Air Force symbol, and I was like, "That's new."
Well, he might be going into the Space Force though. He could be a space. Now, okay. Two things I like about what Trump has done. One, making the Space Force into the Jerusalem thing. But the Space Force thing, we need space defense. And I think he was strategically correct in trying to get us
The only
off
way
the planet.
I will ever say anything nice about Trump that has nothing to do with memes is if it turns out to be some bullshit like in Legends, where Palpatine was like, I know about the Yuuzhan Vong. We need a planet killer for these guys.
That's why I was so
and
vicious.
that's why he built the Death Star. Is he was like, I don't give a shit about any of these planets. These guys are gonna kill us all. The only way I will ever say anything remotely nice about Donald J. Trump is if he pulled some Yuuzhan Vong bullshit and he was like, no, I can't talk about it. This is the one thing I'm taking seriously.
And everything else was just a diversion, so we didn't dig deep into it.
to keep us safe.
You
But
know,
like,
we just did sci-fi QAnon right there, right?
I
You know that's what that
but,
was
like,
right there, right?
It's not. Yeah.
Like
but-
you were a hop, skip, and a jump away from like it's all a part of the plan. Where we go one, we go all. Like,
The
Hashtag
those
save the planet.
videos of shit flying into the volcanoes.
What?
Yeah, that came out.
What happened?
You didn't see that?
No.
Yeah,
What happened?
you remember that, right?
which one is that? Is that over the summer? Where
I think
like
it was over the summer.
That's what I thought with
Yeah.
the first. Yeah.
And then
Where there's like the Air Force basically went, yep, there's UFOs.
Oh.
Anyway, there's
Yeah.
basically how
And then,
that went.
like, everyone forgot because something worse happened,
Right.
right?
I forgot about that. Then I just remember something about the Air Force like
Just saying.
confirming the existence of UFOs, but I forgot about the video.
But 2020 was such a goddamn nightmare. We all just forgot they were like, yep, aliens are real.
I love that one article.
Catch you later.
There's an article that Joel shared about how like a Jerusalem defense minister said like, yeah, like
Yes.
Trump has
We
met
have an
with-
alliance with some federation or some
Yeah,
Or no,
shit.
we don't
The
have one yet
galactic-
because we're not advanced enough yet.
Oh yeah, where
Yeah.
they're
Maybe I should just join the Air Force because then I might be able to be part of the Space Force. I mean, like for God's sakes, it might be fun.
If you want to find the answers, you have to be president
Yeah.
or
but
CIA. Actually, I think the CIA runs a lot more than
what the president.
what the president
We
does.
now we have to get it out of him somehow. How do we do that? Like, how do we like?
I love that you say this like Joel isn't going to listen back to this and notice that you're just like slowly like, okay, so when Joel comes
How
back
do we
home for
drug
leave,
Joel?
how do we waterboard Joel into telling us about the fucking aliens?
We'll start like massaging him, and then like,
Hey, buddy, here's some tea. What about the Greys, you son of a bitch? Like,
What about Air Force One? What do you know? Tell us.
oh man,
That would be such an alternate reality, man.
Like-
It'd be crazy. Like that ancient aliens guy, he would be right.
I mean, Tsugalos, yeah.
Oh man.
Extraterrestrials
listen,
are
if we
real.
find out anything about aliens, like if anything concrete happens about